Hey, welcome to the Robert Bruton TV show. I am your host, Robert Bruton, and earlier today I did a podcast, and it's something that's been kind of weighing on me a little bit that I wanted to do a vlog about, is being overwhelmed. And I think we all get overwhelmed in our life, and I'm not talking about being overwhelmed. You got too much going on at work, you got this. I'm talking about when you yourself have kind of overwhelmed yourself with things, like when you're trying to change your life. And you guys follow me, you know that a big part of what I've been writing about and talking about this year is life change, because for me, I've gone through so much of it myself. So being overwhelmed in the context that I'm talking about is where you're trying to do too many things to change your life at one time, and you never really get one thing totally finished. And so that's not a bad problem to have. It just takes us to organize ourselves a little better. And here's some things we're going to talk about to organize ourselves so that we can accomplish and achieve what we need to in order to affect real change in our life. Okay. And I've been real I don't know, it's been a lot for me the last few weeks, and I think I've gotten myself spread a little bit thin in things that I'm trying to change. And again, this is not a bad thing. This is not any kind of a reprimand to ourselves. This is just going, I'm trying to do, because you want something to happen so bad, and you're trying so hard that you spread yourself out. Well, if I do a little bit here, and I do a little bit here, and I do a little bit more over here, come back over here, blah, 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 blah. And what happens is we get overwhelmed, because then there's like so many things we think we need to do and achieve in a day that we get nothing done, okay? Activity versus productivity. Lots of activity, but no productivity. So you guys that follow me know that I've written a couple of articles on activity versus productivity. That works in business, and it also works in our personal life. So you want to make sure that that the activity that you're doing proves out some productivity. Okay, there we go. So, say that 5 times. Okay, so here's some things that I'm doing, and that my challenge to you, and those of you that follow me know that we always have a challenge. So here's our challenge today. We're going to do this together, okay? We're going to, and don't think that you have to go out, like you need to have a calendar and some sort of task manager, okay? Google for me has, it's free. They have a great task. They have an app. It also has, it coincides with your Google Calendar, and it's perfect. And it's the best news, it's free. So don't feel like you got to go out and buy some expensive planner. If you want to, and that's going to help you do it, then by all means go do it, okay? But if you just want to get started and start taking some steps today, Google Tasks and Google Calendar are perfect, and they're free. Did I say that right? Free. Okay, so we prioritize our day, and I've talked about this in time management studies that I've done. And one of the things that you want to do is make sure that from a certain point in time in a day and a certain point in time later, that you achieve one task, okay? That you fulfill that task, that you can successfully say, that's done, it's over. Or you've made steps in completing something that maybe it's a task that's going to take several days to complete, but you've taken a step forward, okay? But you've taken a step forward enough for that day, okay? So we plan out our day. We plan out, if you're like me, I have certain times of the day that I need to be writing, certain times of the day that I'm doing a vlog, and certain times of the day that I'm working on the podcast, okay? So and then I have to have time for editing. I have to have time for, basically for me, I guess it's really editing and organizing. So, and getting it published. So getting it out there. And so I'm using the Google Calendar and Google Tasks, and I'm just begun. I will be totally honest. I need to go do a whole lot more. Okay, so I'm going to challenge myself this afternoon to do that. It's a little quiet for me this afternoon, so that's one of the things I'm going to work on. And uh, here's some helpful tips, okay, to help you not feel like everything is going crazy, okay? Organization is the biggest key to this. Allowing yourself not to get frustrated because you've got too many things. If you prioritize those things that, you're going to have to sit down, and this takes a little bit of thinking about it, talking about it to yourself, maybe even, if you've got some family members or your wife, your spouse, whoever, and just say, what do you think is this? And try to prioritize your life so that you're doing the most important things today, and then you set out and have the things that need to be done by the end of the month, by the end of the week, by the end of the year. But you have those things set up, and you have some sort of task management that's going to allow you to do a little bit each day so that you continue to move forward. Forward momentum is what we're looking for, okay? It doesn't have to be lightning fast. It doesn't have to change tomorrow, although most of us, if you're like me, I need everything, God grant me patience right now, okay? So that's not normally what happens, all right? So give yourself some time to complete your tasks, but don't beat yourself up when you don't, okay? You can always go back and start again later. And the most important thing that I really want to illustrate too is that you need to give yourself some time for yourself. I used to not do that, and I have a lot of regrets in my life from not doing that. A lot of times where I should have been present in the moment with my kids, where I should have been present in the moment with my significant other, and I wasn't because I was worried about what the hell am I going to do to pay these bills, or what the hell am I going to do to do this, yada, 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 and it never got better. It only got worse. Why? Because I didn't take time for myself. I didn't take time to allow myself to recharge. And when you recharge, who knows what's going to come into your head, because your noodle's not going, So stop. Hello, stop. All right, stop. All right, take a deep breath. You guys have listened to my podcast or read any of my stuff on robertbruton.com. You know that I write a lot about this. Breathe. Just simply stop and breathe. If you have a smartwatch, hello, my smartwatch tells me to breathe. Okay, and for those of you that saw, yes, I'm an Apple guy, but for you Google users and for everybody else, I'm sure that Samsung probably has some sort of app to help you breathe. I'm sure there's other apps out there besides my superior Apple product. I'm teasing. But it was probably the coolest thing that came onto my watch in an update, and I was sitting there going, why the hell? So, you got to think about this. Why would someone put an app out just to breathe? Well, because it's important, okay? And it helps you to just quiet your mind a little bit, and to also let some of that tension out of your body. And it gets you focused on something besides all the crap that needs to be done right this minute, okay? So organize yourself, breathe, and try not to spread yourself so thin, okay, by using these time management skills as it's such, where we're organizing our life, okay? A lot of times, you look at a calendar like you have to have some sort of an event. Well, an event is also achieving something in your workday, okay? And if you have it in your schedule, put recurring or not recurring, if you put it in your schedule and have reminders that keep popping up on your phone or popping up on your watch, okay, those are things that are going to help you, okay? And those are things that are going to make your life a whole lot easier. I'm starting to do that more and more. I still need quite a bit to do, and I'm going to do probably another couple of vlogs about what's going on with my progress and where I'm at with it, so that I can give you helpful hints. And hopefully in the comments below, man, if you've got an organizational thing that works, hey, hello, put a comment below. Clue the rest of us in, because that's what I'm trying to do is let's give each other a clue about what makes our lives better. Okay, and that's what I'm all about. That's what this vlog is about. Is it's not just me, it's you too. So if you have some really cool way, if you have some project planner that you use, tell us about it. Tell me what's going on with it. If you want to, and you help organize people, hey, put some stuff up on the deal. I'll approve it, and let's see what we can do to help each other out. So I'm going to kind of cut it off there. I'm going to put a link to my podcast that I did. I'm going to put a link. I'm still actually, I shouldn't say I'm going to put a link to the. I'm going to put a link to my website, but I don't have anything specific. I've done a podcast and I've done this vlog, so I probably will write an article that'll give a little bit more in-depth stuff. I'm able to dive a little deeper when I'm writing than I do on the vlog, simply because that gives you something to print out so that you can actually go do those steps or follow those steps that will help you out, and it also helps you with links to resources. But I'm also going to put some links to some resources down here. I'll put a link to, I'll tell you about Google Tasks, Google Calendar. Most everybody has Google Calendar, but if you don't know about it, there is a thing called Google Tasks. It's really cool. Okay, it really works. Google Note, all of this, and the reason that I'm saying this, I'm not giving them, this is an unscripted plug, but hey, it's free and it works. If someone else has something else out there, if Yahoo has something, anybody else, if it works for you, try it. Okay, you don't have to go out and buy some fancy planner. And again, I say, if you can afford it and you can do it, go knock yourself out. Get a fancy planner. Franklin planners are great. In fact, I'll put a link down for to show you how to go get a Franklin planner. But anyway, just get yourself organized. Don't stress. I'm the world's worst. Okay, I am the absolute world's worst. But I'm diligently working on that, and that's why I do this. That's why I write, and that's why I do these vlogs, because I know that I'm not the only one out there that goes through this. So. Get yourself out there. Let's do this. Please subscribe to the channel. I love to hear your comments, and we're just going to have to talk again real soon. So this is Robert Bruton, and I appreciate you guys very much, and I am going to see you very soon. Thanks again.